here's the part that nobody wants to admit. Your customers are making buying decisions without you. They're not reading your Amazon listing. They're not scrolling through your website. They're not comparing you to competitors. They're asking AI like ChatGPT what to buy. And it's giving them a highly personalized answer in a couple of seconds. If you're not one of those answers, you don't exist. And today, I'm not just going to explain it, I'm going to show you exactly how ChatGPT is replacing product research and collapsing the customer journey into a single question. By the end of this video, you'll know how the new ChatGPT shopping and product research chooses what to recommend, what data it cares about and what it ignores, and why some brands show up instantly while others vanish entirely. Because here's the thing, if AI is making the recommendation before a customer ever reaches Amazon or Google or their preferred shopping marketplace, then your entire growth strategy needs to change. If you're already wondering whether AI understands your brand or if it would ever choose you, this is exactly what my team helps brands fix. If you want your positioning to be clear enough for humans and AI, the link's below. Now let's look at how all of this actually works. OpenAI just rolled out 2 major updates: ChatGPT shopping research and buy in ChatGPT. These combine to compress the entire customer journey into one conversation. Minimal search results, no scrolling, no waffling back and forth between which item to choose. Just a buyer asking, "What should I buy?" and ChatGPT making the decision. So unless ChatGPT immediately understands your product, your audience, and your differentiation, you won't show up. And if you want customers to be able to buy your products directly from ChatGPT, then you need to be selling on a platform that has a direct partnership like Walmart or Shopify. So let me show you exactly what this looks like. Essentially, what should happen is when I make a shopping related query, ChatGPT will identify that I am looking to do some product research. It will provide the option to enter the shopping research mode, and then it will help guide me to arrive at the best product that's going to be an ideal fit for me and my needs. There is one thing in particular that is causing a lot of headache for me right now, and that is that I have this great handheld camera that is not a great webcam, but for simplicity, I like to record my videos like the one you're watching right now. And so I need to find a new webcam that is going to work seamlessly. I need a new webcam that will record in 4K from my MacBook Air and will allow me to create high quality. This query should trigger shopping research mode. And so you see me, it gives a few options, almost like I would be looking at a website like Wirecutter to evaluate the top contenders. And then not only does it give me these suggestions, and then it goes on to give a detailed explanation about why each of these could be a great fit and how they compare. And then if we scroll all the way down, you see research the best 4K webcams for Mac. So this is where we are entering the shopping research mode, which is this enhanced upgraded experience. So I'm going to do that, and I am now conducting my own shopping research. Okay, so what is my budget? I'm going to say up to $300. And I typically do seated talking head, preferred probably low light performance since the lighting's only so-so in here. And then please give feedback to help ChatGPT pick the best options for you. Review and rate. This would be maybe helpful if I was trying to decide like what kind of boots to buy or something that's a little bit more visual. But a decision like this that's highly technical is going to be challenging for me to evaluate beyond just the price and I guess compatibility. So I'm just gonna skip all of these. And now it's gonna give me final picks will be ready soon. Okay, so we did our shopping research, and I'm also curious to see how this aligns with what it originally recommended. It originally recommended the Elgato, the Insta 360, and the Logitech Brio. It is recommending the Elgato, but it's actually recommending a higher, it looks like, yeah, a higher level of the Elgato. And then it provides me this comparison table of a variety of different options here. Again, some of these are similar to what was originally recommended. I believe this Logitech MX Brio, for example. And then it goes through and gives me a variety of other options and information as I scroll down. View products, then I am able to see all of the different ones that I guess it evaluated. And so you see here, it really helped me consider what my priorities are, what are different elements that I should be considering, and almost acted as if it were a salesperson that I was interacting with. They were collecting the information to understand what my needs are, what my budget is, all of those details. And then based on their expertise, crafting a selection of products that they feel would be the best fit for me. And we see here that with this shopping research, that ChatGPT did something very similar. We can see that the winning brands here are the ones that are providing ample information across the internet so that ChatGPT can go out and find the products that are going to align with the customer's needs. So things like compatibility, what types of environments it excels in, all of the questions that ChatGPT asked me in the shopping research process are great insights to be able to understand what the AI is looking for when you are describing your product in your product pages, on your website, and across the internet. These are details that you really want to take to heart. So I would also suggest, as a little bit of homework, if you are a brand owner, to take some time to use that shopping research function as if you were a customer searching for a product like yours, and make note of what are the different criteria that ChatGPT is prompting you on? What are the elements that show up in a comparison chart? And how can you make sure that you are going ahead and anticipating all of those questions and considerations and providing all of that information online so that you can be in the running? But this was just the research side. The next part is where brands should really start sweating. According to OpenAI, ChatGPT bases recommendations on product data, reviews, credible external sources, context clues, conversation intent. So it's happening from a variety of places. They are looking for similar trust signals like more traditional SEO did. They are looking for customer feedback to ensure that product are living up to their promises, but they are also adding in this extra element of understanding who the customer is and what they care about, and filtering that on top of all of the information that it is collecting. This means that AI isn't just picking what's highest ranked. It's picking what it can confidently explain and what it knows to be something that people will be happy with. If your brand positioning is muddy, if your features aren't clear, if your reviews contradict your claims, if your metadata is sloppy, ChatGPT has no reason to choose you. This is why some products show up instantly and others never show up at all. And if you think that's intense, wait until you see the purchase flow. Buy it in ChatGPT, instant checkout, and agentic commerce protocol. Users of all different levels of ChatGPT can now buy directly from US sellers, millions of Shopify merchants, and that is just the beginning. They also recently announced a partnership with Walmart Marketplace. So, certain marketplaces are really leaning into the recognition and understanding that this is one of the future places where e-commerce is going to be happening. However, there are other marketplaces like Amazon that are putting walls up and are saying no entry. We want to control all of this within our own marketplace. And ChatGPT, you are not welcome. In their update from September 29th, 2025, they list some names specifically. And so I'm going to see if I can prompt ChatGPT to help me find a product that is going to increase the likelihood that we get an instant checkout result. So I'm going to start a new chat. Okay. Help me find a great skin perfume. I hope it understands what I mean by skin perfume, because there are fragrances that are meant to sort of like smell like skin. So we got 3 options. We got the Glossier Clean Fairy Maiden. I actually, in case you're curious what I smell like, I own these first 2 perfumes. They're actually my favorite kind. Okay, and so it's giving me a whole variety of options. Now, what I am not seeing is the option to buy it. Let's just, for curiosity's sake, ask ChatGPT, show me instant checkout option. Let's see what it gives me. Okay, so despite my best efforts, I'm not able to recreate buy it in ChatGPT at this moment in time. So we will use ChatGPT's little demo to show you what it should look like. Now, this is also just an example of the fact that there are a variety of different ways that ChatGPT kind of works with the customer on any given day and in any given set of circumstances. And so this is really reinforcing the idea that all of this is brand new and is happening in the moment, and we don't necessarily have all of the kinks worked out, which makes it particularly ripe of an opportunity for those brands that are thinking ahead and that are optimizing for this kind of future before all of the other brands catch on. That's one reason why I love Shopify so much, why the Walmart Marketplace and OpenAI partnership is really piquing my interest, and why I think that this has a massive opportunity that businesses cannot sleep on. This should both terrify and excite every brand owner. With these updates, ChatGPT can collapse discovery, education, comparison, objection handling, purchase in under 30 seconds, which means your product page is no longer where sales are made. At most, they might be where sales are confirmed, assuming that a customer ever even gets to your product page in the first place. That's a fundamentally different game. The brands that ChatGPT trusts get chosen. The brands it doesn't understand get erased. And here's where things get even trickier. AI tools now make it incredibly easy for every brand to be able to create gorgeous, highly polished imagery. But ChatGPT isn't judging the image, it's judging the underlying logic. Who is this for? What problem does it solve? Does the positioning make sense? Is the brand consistent everywhere? Do reviews support the claims? AI does not reward pretty. AI rewards precision. This is why some of your competitors with worse photos than yours will be recommended over you. They're easier for the AI to understand. Let's look at how ChatGPT explains its reasoning, because this is the part that gives away exactly what it prioritizes. If you really want to begin to understand how ChatGPT is intuiting and deciding what products to recommend, ask it why it recommended something. Why did you choose this one? Who is it best for? What if I care about X? But the thing is that even if you collect All of this information, sometimes its logic is wrong. Sometimes it misunderstands things. Sometimes it just gets the context incorrectly. And this leads to probably the most important point. AI assistants aren't won over by clever marketing copy. They understand clarity, consistency, and data. If ChatGPT cannot clearly articulate your audience, your differentiation, your use case, your problem, and the solution that you are solving, your functional benefit, your product hierarchy, it cannot recommend you. This is the new competition. AI doesn't rank you. AI understands you or AI ignores you. And only brands with crystal clear positioning will be chosen. Now, does this mean you do not need amazing marketing? Absolutely not. I am talking specifically within the context of an AI chat. There are all other places where marketing happens, so do not take this to mean that your marketing doesn't matter. It absolutely does. If ChatGPT is collapsing the buying journey outside of Amazon, Amazon is doing the same thing inside Amazon. And they're moving fast. Their AI shopping assistant, Rufus, is already shaping search results, product recommendations, and the entire customer experience. And it is projected to drive over 10 billion in sales in its first year of existence. If you want to understand how Amazon is using AI to decide and drive the future of e-commerce, then you better click the video that should be popping up right here. It's the second half of this story, and it is essential for any brand who is looking to grow in the future. Go ahead and click on it. I better see you over there. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Bye.